We haven't got everything down, but he made Bond already. That's gonna be a waste of their time. Hey, what's good, YouTube? What's good, potentials? What's good, sneaky gang? How y'all doing? Hey, hope y'all been sneaking and creeping, staying healthy and wealthy, having motion and flowing like the ocean. If you don't know, but now you need to know. Click the tape, man.
I'm the only one now that outdo me. I got hoes by the crew trying to do me. My life like a movie, get hit in the water. Don't got put in no work, I in order. This shit ain't got serious to me, it's come plural. I'm even.
But hey, we back with another what? Another reaction video. Hey, we gonna be reacting for man David D4VD. Finally, I got it correct. Is not arrested yet, bro. I'm very surprised, bro. I heard another allegation like they found a second body in the same car, bro. This boy, bro. This boy. For all I know, bro. For all I know, he dangerous to society. If he could be laying bodies in Tesla cars and leaving them abandoned on the road for them to get repoed, who knows what he could do to other people? For real. For real. But let's get into the clip. I'm stay tuned for what I'm finna say at the end, and let's get into it, man.
David has canceled all remaining U.S. tour dates, including his upcoming LA show, as the medical examiner continues to determine the cause of death. A lot of people are asking, how is this guy not arrested yet? With an investigation like this, the LAPD has to get this right. They can't mess up at all. I have a post from someone who says they're an attorney and they explain how it works. But first, the internet detectives are out again, and look at this screenshot, man. I mean, what the hell? Please adopt me, I need it. Someone comments on David's TikTok.
Why?
He replies, at 0907, should we? Do you see what's familiar about 0907? Look down here. It's Celeste's birthday. So clearly he was mentioning Celeste's TikTok, asking her, should we adopt this random fan? Like kind of as a joke, you know what I mean? Isn't that sickening? This is an underage girl he's asking that to. He is straight up asking a child to adopt a child with him. If this is her TikTok, which, I mean, let's be honest, it looks like it's her TikTok, right? The birthday thing. What's the obsession with this birthday situation? Like the uploading of music on her birthday too. Like this is all so bizarre to me. Hi guys, I'm an attorney. I do not practice criminal law, but I got an award for criminal procedure, so I like to think I know a thing or two about it. I also practice civil rights law, which has involved lawsuits against the police department for procedural due process violations. That said, I have no practical criminal law experience, only some criminal pro, so I can only speculate on what is routine/common versus what is abnormal. Especially in California, I'm not licensed in California. None of this is legal advice.
Get me a real lawyer. I don't want some goofy on the internet talking about I'm not no lawyer. I don't practice this. I got criminal procedure experience and this. And other than that, I'm not no lawyer. Get me a real lawyer. I don't want to talk to this fool. I don't want to see what he got to present. Give me a real lawyer. He might be presenting false allegational news. I want me a real lawyer. Now, I'm not going to be on the damn judge stand talking my thing, and then they going to say, where your lawyer? And I point to him. Him that got no experience, no criminal lawyer license to even be in the court system. I want me a real lawyer. He gonna put, bruh, it's like how they show you them pictures, right? How they show you them pictures. No, listen to me. How they show you them pictures. Who are you gonna trust to get you out of the case? We can't even trust Buddy. He not even a lawyer. We can't trust him. He gonna get us indicted. And if he get us indicted, then we gonna lose our money. And if I come out and you're still doing your loyal business and you got someone else in your hands, I'ma sue you.
It's popular of a case, there's a lot of pressure on detectives to get this right. That means being thorough. In order to make an arrest, you have to have probable cause that the crime has been committed. This has to be backed by evidence, which the DA presents to a judge. If there's anything wrong with the evidence, the case can be dismissed. Usually they can bring charges again if evidence is gathered at a later point. But in order to make sure that doesn't happen, each individual piece of evidence must be independently verified. They have to track down the source of each photo, of each message, and ensure that it came from accounts belonging from David or Celeste, and determine that message has not been altered. So what he's saying is, like the Discord messages, text messages, all these texts we've seen, they have to get a search warrant for this shit. Like, and verify it's actually Celeste and David. Search warrants take time. This is required for each piece of documentary evidence to be admissible in court and is used to prove the veracity of evidence. This takes time and can lead down other little rabbit holes. For example, if they have a lot of evidence from the Dean Blunt Lover account, that's an Instagram.
Do you see what I was telling y'all when I said in the other last video with D4VD when I said that it's going to be a problem of the timing of understanding certain stuff, like the timeline of the car. Someone told me in the comment section, well, it happened within the span of 2 months, which is not really long ago. Bruh, there could be a killing that happened within those 2 months, right? Within those 2 months that we don't even know. He did a killing of that little girl within her going missing for it to be an appearing in what's it called? In the next year. So by you telling me that 2 months is not really a long time, bruh, trust me. If a year was a long time for us before we could even find out she went missing, and then we found out where the body was inside the car, then 2 months is long. 2 months is long. 2 months is long. Here's the thing though. This is what I mean, that this evidence right here is going to be very tricky because the timelines and the messages, hey, they'll get it down to the nitty gritty. But I'm talking about the timeline, the timeline from 2024 to 2025. They found the car on 2025, September 7th, reported on September 9th, 2025. Those timelines, 2 days is not long. Now, from 2024 to 2025, that's a longer period of a timeline. Anything could have went down. He could have killed her within that year. He could have even killed her right before her birthday, which was September 7th, when they found the car and the car stench was just so bad they had to check on what it is. They had to check on what it is. Anyone could have figured out what that was during that time if he would have killed her within that time period. But since she went from 24 missing all the way to 2025, bruh, that period of time is gonna be tricky. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Account that some people think is Celeste's like hidden Instagram account. I wasn't able to find it. I think it's gone now. They had to subpoena Snapchat to ensure that it was actually Celeste's account. Oh, this is talking about the Snapchat. I saw an Instagram account. Or get sworn affidavits from witnesses who can testify to that fact. What's really critical is that if any evidence is obtained without a warrant or insufficient evidence to obtain a warrant, that evidence is deemed fruit of the poisonous tree and cannot be used at trial. They have very specific rules they have to follow concerning each step of the investigation, and it takes time, especially when most of the evidence that we have is digital, is coming from hundreds of accounts. They definitely have David under surveillance so that he cannot leave or hurt other people. He probably was told not to leave the country, which is in part why his tour was canceled. Yeah, a lot of people are obviously reporting his tour is canceled, especially the overseas dates that are coming up. I'm surprised he still did shows apparently after the body was found in general. But once this body was ID'd to the public, this tour was over. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way he's going to go on. The police are dotting their I's and crossing their T's to ensure that David's defense will not be able to have the case dismissed or evidence withheld at trial. They also have an interest in presenting an overwhelming case in anticipation of obtaining a plea agreement, likely to protect her family from a very public and exploitative trial. Finally, they may suspect that David had multiple co-conspirators and may be investigating any leads related to that.
I take what I said back about that lawyer. He actually getting it right. He actually getting it right. He knows something that I don't know. So I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna sit here, listen, and then when it's time to intervene, when you make a mistake, I'm gonna say something. But he knows he's Q's and P's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for denouncing you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They can arrest. That's another thing. There could be a lot of people involved in this. Like I said in my last video, if it wasn't David, it's someone he knows, bro. A minor that he was allegedly in a romantic relationship with ends up dead in his car near his house. There could be a lot of people involved in this whole shit show, bro. And let's not forget the fact that she was dismembered and they only found parts of her body in the front trunk. Each day, bro, I still can't believe this is a real story. This is so disturbing. It strengthens their case substantially if they can get other people to cooperate. We're willing to testify against David in exchange for a lighter sentence. David or anyone he knows is accused of doing this. If they can flip his co-conspirators, they are much more likely to get a confession that they can use in court and ensure a victory. They need to confirm things such as her cause of death. I had some people comment like, what the fuck are you talking about? Her cause of death is murder. They need an official cause of death from the autopsy with the exact cause of death, because that can change how they charge people. To determine whether he should be charged with murder or dismemberment of a corpse, and then if she was murdered, when did it happen? Was it premeditated? They need to be able to allege each element of each crime they charge him with. You can't just say, looks like he did it. You have to be able to reasonably claim that he caused her death, among other things, using actual evidence. If they want to charge him with murder in first degree, they have to allege facts based on evidence. That David had malice aforethought. Every charge has to be broken down in each individual element supported by probable cause. They can raise or lower, or even drop charges after discovering more evidence. But that initial bar is critical to ensure that charges stick. If all strong evidence they get later is base or unverified sham evidence, it all gets thrown out. You would think that they have enough to get him on abduction at least, but if it's true that people in Celeste's family knew or accepted money at any point, they may need more evidence to demonstrate he didn't have their permission to take Celeste. It's very complicated. Here's talk about a search warrant. When the police have a search warrant for you, it's usually for a good reason. The fact that they are able to obtain a search warrant for his electronic devices and his home means that a judge agreed there was reasonable suspicion to believe a crime had been committed in the house he was renting. Or at least the crime had occurred in the home, specifically David's computer, contained evidence relating to that crime. It's a strong indication that an arrest is to follow. They aren't going to release any information until that happens, however, because they don't want to startle David into running, fighting, or hurting himself. That's a very basic explanation on why this is taking so long, and it's an educated guess from someone who's saying there's a lawyer. It all sounds right to me. The next thing that is going around today is now a screenshot that says,
excuse me, but he did not say he was a lawyer. He said that he had criminal experience, but then he didn't say he was a lawyer. He also said, you know, I want to go back to see if it's actually true what he said, but I don't think it is. So I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna actually do it because I don't want to falsely say, oh, he wasn't. You know, I don't want to say that. What are we at? 5:32. I'm gonna see that's at one something. Oh, so he is an attorney. Okay, so he is a lawyer, but he does not practice criminal law. But he got awarded for the procedure. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, my bad for saying he was not an attorney. My bad for slandering your name on saying, oh, you, I don't trust you in the court of law, and you might get me in this. What was it at? 5:32. I'm trying to get back to that. I'm trying to. Damn, we a little off. There we go. 5 6 in.
all sounds right to me. The next thing that is going around today is now a screenshot that says 1 year ago, me and @deleted_user got a kid on the way. And the @deleted user, people are saying is Celeste. And now the internet is running with it that he got her pregnant. And that's why he killed her, because that's obviously one of the theories. Honestly, I think that was just a joke. I've seen people joke around about having a kid all the time in group chats and shit. And he's a popular artist, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was a joke. And we don't even know for sure this deleted user was actually Celeste anyway. In Discord, remember someone said in 2024, released that certain song about the missing girl, and they put Celeste's full name in there in the group chat? David's Discord mods, the people that handle his Discord, have responded. And they're saying, we, the Discord and Twitch staff team, want to clarify what we knew and what we didn't know regarding Celeste. We were not aware of her true age or that she was a missing person. We also did not have any contact with her outside of what was public. From what we shared in David's Twitch streams and from her role in the server, we understood her to be around 18 or 19. She appeared in 2 streams.
I thought y'all just said you didn't know what her age is. So how do you know she was around 18 or 19? And y'all should have seen that text message when he said, "Fake your age." Everyone else does it. So that means anyone that tells somebody fake your age, everyone else does it. They already know that person's age. Dead facts. Dead facts. I'm not gonna go tell somebody, hey bro, I know you're not a bus driver, but fake it so you could drive the hell out of us out this bike. Out this bus. Or hey, I know you don't fly planes, but fake it so you can just get us to the destination. Come on, bro. Come on. Who gonna lie and say, yeah, I know your age ain't this, but fake it? They already know the person's age. Why are you saying to fake your age when you already know that is not the age? What? Come on, bro. Nobody tells somebody not to do that. No, bro. If I know you're not at that age and I tell you to fake it, I know how old you is. Why would I tell you to fake something when I already know that you're not at that age? If you're really at the standard for the age to drink at, which is 21, am I gonna tell you, hey, fake it? No, because I already know that you're not at that age. What?
But otherwise was not active in the server, and we not have an ongoing communication with her. Most of us are not located in California, so we are not aware of any missing persons reports connected to her. Additionally, the staff team has had minimal contact with David or his management. And here's the big part. The mention of her full name within the server was not seen in real time due to how fast the chat moves when David pings everyone. That's actually true of Discord. If the person pings everyone in the chat, it does move very quickly. Discord chats can move very fast. So maybe mods missed this name and just never saw it. But who knows if they're lying or not. As a result of this situation, the majority of the staff team has left the server and we no longer associate with David. Another Discord mod posted this. Yes, I was Discord mod for David. No, we do not know anything. Everybody's attacking my friends. Please leave us alone. We hate him as much as you do. All we can do is hope for justice served for that young girl's family and they can get closure they deserve. The only thing that was known is that he had a girlfriend named Celeste. We weren't aware of her age or anything. We barely had contact with David or his label. That one person mentioning the full name of the missing girl wasn't seen by many of us because of how fast the chat was moving when David pinged the whole server. The misinformation on the internet is crazy. That has been a narrative on Twitter that the Discord chat is like well aware of everything and they're in on it and they know that she's underage and they're fine with it. I honestly do believe that some of these Discord mods missed it, but at the same time, it's very suspect. This whole thing is so fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up. Another video from June 2024 has surfaced of Celeste walking backstage. At least people are saying it's Celeste and it does kind of look like her. And apparently she did dye her hair at some point. They're saying this is Celeste. It definitely could be her. Another thing going around about the Tesla cameras. People don't know that Tesla cameras don't save footage unless you have a setting on that drains a lot of battery. You have to have Sentry mode on and a hard drive in your car that doesn't constantly go over the footage. I have a Tesla, and for me to save footage, I literally have to hit record, and it records like the last few minutes. But if I never hit record, that footage is gone because I don't have the big hard drive in my car. Like you have to buy an extra hard drive and then put a setting on that drains your fucking battery. So it's like very inconvenient. I highly doubt this Tesla had this footage. I'm going to be honest. Like that's not how Teslas work, sadly. And Tesla doesn't keep any footage on like a cloud server. That's not a thing either. That's another question that's being passed around a lot. But yeah, the police are working on this. They're going to figure it out. I mean, they have a dismembered 14-year-old girl in a car. They're going to figure it out. Trust me. Celeste GoFundMe is down in the pinned comment for her funeral. Rest in peace. I don't even know what to say. Love you guys.
You know, that's just tragic. That is just so tragic, man. And it's true. Like since this is gonna be such a big investigation when it goes down, because there's just too many witnesses, bro. Too many witnesses. Too many information with the witnesses, with him. With the killer, with the person that was dead, too much. So, however, police is knocking it down and the investigators knocking it down and getting it down and getting it listed and crossed out and getting everything marked. When it's all said and done, and they feel like they need to go after him to make an arrest, they're going to do it. But for right now, it's understandable why they haven't really gone for an arrest, because there's just too much information, way too much, which is good. I'm not saying that's bad. That's good, because that's better for us to select and actually get down to the nitty-gritty. But with that too much information, you also have to remember now, when there's too much information, you have to cross out, cancel out, highlight to get everything down before you make an arrest. They don't want to just make the arrest, then say, oh, they did it wrong. No, they want to get everything down first before they start confiscating computers, phones, arresting him, putting him in jail, saying what's the right amount of jail. They don't want to put him in jail and then he hits bond. He makes a bond to get out of jail. They don't want that. If someone really committed the murder, they want to put him and sit him there till he's ready to say guilty or not guilty. They don't want to put him in jail, then he makes bond. That's a waste of their time. They don't want to do that. That would be a waste of my time if I was a cop. I'm gonna go arrest an individual because, hey, so-and-so, there's too much information on the internet saying that, hey, he actually killed this woman and we think he killed this woman. All right, let's put him in jail. He makes bond. Now he's out again. We're still doing our investigation. We haven't got everything down, but he made bond already. That's going to be a waste of their time. Yes, everybody's saying he did it. Cops want to do it in a legal way, standard procedure. They don't want to just straight ahead go get him. No, because if you do that, the people that they've done that to, they've made bond. It's easy for them to leave the country, go somewhere else. You don't want that. You don't want that. For real, you just don't want that. So it's just like let's get everything down first now, and then go after him. I'm just saying. But what's it called? Prayers and condolences just go out to her family, bro. Because losing your daughter and losing a child for that long, and you don't know where she went or what happened to her, man, that sucks. Like, that sucks, bro. And the amount of stories I've seen for this thing going on that he did is just a lot. It's a lot. Here's the other thing too. I don't know if there's actually really a second body that was in that system. My day one homie told me there was. I don't know why they haven't got down to that part. If they're who the second body is, because we only seen the first body. But we want to also know who's the second body, if there really is a second body. But yeah, that really conducts why he hasn't been arrested. They're really trying to get a lot of information and really highlight and cross out information that doesn't really matter to the case, and keep the information that they need to indict him, to get him in jail, so he doesn't sit there and then say, oh, I'm making bond, because they don't have enough evidence. You don't want that. So, potentials. If you're new, subscribe. Sneaky Gang Potentials. Like the video, yes. Comment down below. Share to whoever. Exes that you had in the past. Family, friends, cousins, brothers and sisters, and nieces and nephews. To also warn them about some things like this, and also not to do something like this. Also, man, my brothers into the mommies, man. We probably, this might be over for us to even get mommies. Swear, this might be over for us, because he did some type of killing like this. For real. But hey, moral of the story, man, we're not talking about who you can get with and how you can get with them. If you haven't done so, but you need to do so now, so you're not eyes. That's hurting too. Hit that bell for more notifications. Awesome. It's your boy Sneakywesti, Sneakywesti. However you want to say it, we still appreciate it. Love y'all, Sneaky Gang. Love y'all, Potentials. I'll see y'all in the next reaction video. Yeah, man. When they get him, it's gonna be a huge story, and hopefully he pleads guilty. Because if he pleads not guilty and we go to trial, oh boy, we is going to see fire. I'm telling you, when things go to trial, bro, it's dangerous. People think, oh, it's just trial, bro. It's dangerous.
Got an attitude, what you better say, so I ain't mad at you. For sure. I'm a fuck, like I said, but on my baby popping that Adderall.